In pregnancy, if your hemoglobin levels are low, you need to be very careful because it can lead to serious complications. Hi mommy, I'm glad that you're pregnant, but I'm also worried that your hemoglobin levels could go haywire. Are you aware about your hemoglobin levels? If not, this is the right time to get your hemoglobin checked, because low hemoglobin can lead to so many complications in pregnancy. Most of my patients are aware about their hemoglobin levels because I feel that education is very important. In pregnancy, if you're feeling weak, tired, you're fatigued, you have dizziness, you're exhausted, one simple reason could be low hemoglobin levels. And if untreated, you could land up in serious complications, even like preterm delivery. Now let's see what hemoglobin is. You must know something about it. It is a protein in the red blood cells, and heme is responsible for carrying oxygen from our lungs to our body. So if your hemoglobin is low, you will have panting. You might feel so exhausted just simply breathing, and working might become difficult for you. Even your daily course could become challenging. So there are different types of deficiencies which can lead to iron deficiency. One is having low iron in your diet. Second is there could be folate deficiency, and the third could be vitamin B12. And something that goes ignored is having vitamin C in your diet, because vitamin C helps in the better absorption of iron. What could be the common causes? If you fall into these categories, just be aware. If you are carrying twins, and if your two pregnancies have been very close together, if you have had lots of morning sickness, and if your age is less, if you're a teenager, and if you already started with iron deficiency, anemia, iron deficient diet, and remember, very, very important, I will repeat this once again, anemia before pregnancy could lead to more complications in pregnancy. Now let's see what the normal range is. Around 12 is considered normal in India. From 12 to 15 is good, but minimum of 12 is something that we're looking at. But in late pregnancy, there is hemodilution in our body. What happens is there is a lot of water retention in our body because of so many reasons in pregnancy, which is normal. So you might have a hemodilution because of that. Mild anemia will show in your reports, but actually your hemoglobin levels are okay. So mild anemia is considered normal, but let the doctor decide that. You are not going to decide that. Now, how do you know that you have low hemoglobin levels? You might have pale skin, you might have pale nails, you become very tired just doing your normal routine work, lots of weakness, dizziness, and your heartbeat could beat faster. You might have reduced concentration, and breathlessness is a very, very important sign of this. What you need to do is consult your doctor and go in for a routine hemoglobin test. It's simple and very, very economical. We get a hemoglobin test done or a CBC done, in which we see the hemoglobin and the hematocrit levels. So this hemoglobin can affect the mother and the baby as well. So mother will have so many different issues related to this, but the baby is also suffering. The baby can have low birth weight, the baby can be born prematurely, and the baby can have iron deficiency anemia a few days after birth as well. And the baby will have delayed development milestones. So I'm sure we don't want all that. So now what can we do in our everyday diet? See, supplements are prescribed by doctors, which are very important. I've seen some patients are very fussy and they don't want to eat the medicines that we prescribe. But it is important. In the diet, what all changes can you have? Have at least 3 servings of iron. 1, 2 and 3. If you haven't heard it, please remember 3 servings. Another very simple and good thing that you can have in pregnancy is jaggery. But in pregnancy, according to Ayurveda, too much of jaggery is not allowed. If it is winters, you can have jaggery like this, but in summer, soak the jaggery in water and then you can have that water. Cook your food in an iron pan, lohe ki kadhai. It is very good. That way also you will get certain amounts of iron in your food. But remember, when you're cooking in an iron pan, don't add tomatoes or curd, sour things like that, because that will change the color of your vegetables. You can even have iron enriched foods, nuts and seeds. Lean meat is also good. Poultry and eggs are also a good source of iron. Lentils, the normal dals that we have. So have a combination of all the varieties of lentils that are available. Then dark green leafy vegetables are one of the best sources, like spinach. Another important thing is when you cut a vegetable like brinjal, brinjal is also a very good source of iron. So whatever vegetable when you cut and you keep it and the color changes, it means that is very rich in iron. So you must have that also. All my pregnant daughters are always asking, can I have fruits? I'm always wondering why not? So what all you can have is apples, bananas. Pomegranate is also very, very good source of iron. But remember, for better absorption of iron, you must have vitamin C that is in citrus fruits. The Indian gooseberry, the amla that we have is a very, very good source of vitamin C. So you must have that because that will enhance the absorption of iron. The other citrus fruits that you can have is orange, lemon, sweet lime, guava. Even tomatoes are also a very good source of vitamin C, and strawberries as well. Avoid tea, coffee and tannins because they are known to reduce iron absorption. Vitamin B12 is also another important factor which is helping in the formation of iron. You can take supplements, but remember there is lots of vitamin B12 even in vegetarian food. If you're chewing your food nicely, you will absorb B12 from your mucous membrane and then deficiency will be taken care of. Remember, during delivery, there is going to be blood loss, and after delivery also, you will be having bleeding for a number of days. So please start healthy. Before pregnancy, make sure you start with a good hemoglobin level. During pregnancy, maintain your hemoglobin levels, and after delivery also, please take care of your health because it is you and your baby put together which will form a happy, healthy next generation and a happy, healthy world. You want to know more? Download our iMumz app and follow all the advices given there. Thank you and namaste.